Good evening. This is the post-game press conference for the FIBA Women's Asia Cup 2023 Group B game between Australia and the Philippines. Australia defeating the Philippines 105-34. We have coach Patrick Aquino, player Vanessa DeGees is with us. Opening statement, coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a totally different atmosphere, but I'm just happy to be here again and the girls to play for the host Australia game, and we came here just to try to compete with the best, and we fell short again, but hoping that we can come back the next game.
And yourself, Vanessa?
Yeah, I just want to say, I think we came out excited to play. It was our first game in the FIBA Cup, and I feel like we came in with the energy, but obviously Australia's a good team, and we knew that coming in, and they played a hell of a game, and I think we'll just learn from this and come back tomorrow even stronger.
I think my question for you is that your fans came out in big numbers and they made a lot of noise. What was that like, especially playing against the host nation?
Yeah, it was everything. I knew coming out here we had fans here in Sydney, and just finally being here in the atmosphere and just hearing them. It's honestly, I'm so grateful for all the love and support from them, and it just makes the game even more fun. And I hope we put on a show for them every night, and we're playing for them. So I'm just so happy to have their support.
For sure. Do you want to ask any? Hi.
I'm a late comer, so
yes,
apologies if anything's been asked. So, Vanessa, you managed to kind of get some momentum for the team there in the second quarter. How hard was it to kind of maintain that against a team that obviously had a big size advantage over you?
Yeah, obviously Australia, we knew coming in they were a bigger team, and I think, they made adjustments, but we also made adjustments, and some shots just weren't falling in the second half, and I think, again, just another thing to learn from, and myself just learning how to adjust to whatever the defense gives. So I'm going to go back and watch the film and just come out tomorrow even better.
And to the coach, how hard is it now to get the girls up again for another match tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard again. It's always, not always been like this, but it's really hard coming back from a big loss and coming play again, especially you're going to play with Japan tomorrow. So we have to really focus on that. Let this game pass already and focus on that game tomorrow. Hopefully, we can give another exciting game tomorrow.
Obviously, you didn't shoot at the percentage you would have liked, but how much of that was due to shot selection and how much of that was due to the Australian defence?
Well, it's about they played tough today. They made adjustment on Vanessa on the second quarter, and we didn't react quickly on that. But we had some shots, free shots to take it, but it weren't falling. So with that, we were struggling already, and the defense was really, they're huge, and we practically lost that rebounding drills, and we just have one shot. So I think we have to manage all those lessons that we learned from this game, and hopefully come back to stronger tomorrow.
And then just one last one for you. I mean, obviously you're disappointed with the result, but how exciting was it for you personally to get out there and play tonight?
Yeah, honestly, I've been waiting for this for a while now, just finally getting out there in front of the crowd and just, playing for the Filipino culture. And it was honestly a dream come true. I'm still have butterflies, just thinking about the game, and I'm just really excited to finally get out there again tomorrow and, come out even stronger and, just enjoy this experience.
Thank you.
Is there something that you'll be looking to change specifically about your game plan for tomorrow?
Well, for me, it's just coming out stronger, coming out ready, and competing. And we came here to compete, and I must have that thing for me for the game tomorrow.
For sure. Well, thank you so much, Team Philippines. This concludes the first part of the press conference. We'll be back with Team Australia in just a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Welcome back to the second part of this post-game press conference. We have with us Team Australia coach Shannon Seebohm and player Lauren Scherf. Coach, some opening comments from that big win?
Yeah, really happy to get the tournament off to a great start. I thought we had great contributions from everybody tonight. And we ticked some of our key statistical goals, winning the rebound count. Really happy to have 31 assists on 38 made field goals as well. Great start. Obviously, we know that the games are going to get more challenging moving forward. So it's good to get that one under the belt. But, now we need to gear up and get ready for tomorrow.
And Lauren?
Yeah, no, I think it was an all-round team game, and the way that Shannon has brought us into camp, and we've worked really hard all week, and I think it's just a testament to his coaching and how we've come along just as a group in general, and the culture that Tess Madgen is leading is phenomenal, and I think that's really showing on the court.
Great, we're open to questions.
Shannon, you obviously haven't had a lot of time together with the team there. What's kind of been the major focus in the relatively short time that you've had?
Look, we've kept things pretty simple. Obviously, offensively, we've kept it very simple, and just trying to be very disciplined with our spacing, timing, and the reads that we make, obviously, in the different defences we see. And then, honestly, our focus is on the defensive end. We want to be the best defensive team here. So we spent a lot of time drilling some of that. I'm very fortunate. Obviously, I inherit a group that are very intelligent and able to make adjustments on the fly, and we've got some very versatile lineups we can throw out there as well. So I think that's going to help us. But it's trying to just keep it as simple as possible and go into each game with a really clear understanding of what we need to do to be able to win.
You pretty much totally nullified their whole offense apart from one player. The Hazels did give you some problems there in the second quarter. What kind of adjustments did you make, particularly at half time, to try and make it more difficult for her there? Yeah,
look, I think, she hit 3 threes or whatever that was in the second quarter. And I didn't feel like we were putting enough pressure on her. We're probably giving her too much space at times, so she's able to come off the ball screen and get into pull-up jumpers. And obviously that's her game. So, we really tried to tidy that up and close that gap down a little bit, put her under a lot more pressure, make her dribble inside the three-point line a bit more consistently. And I thought the girls did a great job. I think she had 3 or 4 points or something in the second half. So, we did a much better job. And then I think as well, outside of probably that purple patch they hit in the second quarter, I think we held them to 17 points or 18 points for the other 3 quarters. So it was, overall I think it was a really good effort. But I think moving forward we're going to have to be more consistent for sure.
And then you were able to blood your 3 debutants inside the first half as well. The scoring though was spread. So it doesn't seem like there were too many boxes that you didn't check. I know you don't have too much time between all the games there. Is there one thing in particular you do want to just pick up on going into tomorrow?
Yeah, look, I think we're going to have to make sure moving forward defensively we don't allow players like that, if we have them on our scouting report, to go and do what they do well. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. I know, obviously, I haven't done a scout yet on Chinese Taipei, but I got to watch them play 3 quarters today against Japan. And, I think they're obviously going to be, probably a little bit more of a class up. Tomorrow they've got a lot of players that can shoot the 3. I know they've got 7 players that play on the same club team as well, so they probably know each other quite well. And I think we're going to have to be pretty good defensively to nullify that, and then I think deal with their switching defense as well at the other end.
And Lauren, I guess you're going against a team that was relatively undersized. You certainly had a height advantage there. I mean, you obviously monstered them on the boards there. Was that always a critical part of the plan, knowing that you had that height and bulk advantage there?
Having this height has its advantages. But obviously I knew coming into this game they were a lot smaller, a lot quicker. So on the defensive end, I knew that I had to really speed up my footwork just defensively. And I think that just being able to come up against the quicker guards and everything has really helped me in my game defensively. So it's not just all about the offensive end, it's mostly on the defensive end as well. So I think just all in all, and just having the girls have my back as well and pack in and help me out really helped with the way that we went in the game.
I guess no one ever comes out and expects to win an opening game of the tournament by 70 points, but you have to back up pretty quickly there. Do you just park that? I mean, you can't really celebrate a big win, can you, in this tournament?
I mean, I guess you just you live in the moment and you celebrate, the small wins and the big wins. And I think that, as of tonight, you live in the moment and you live in this win, and then tomorrow it's just another day, another game, and we just got to focus on the next and the day after that. So it's just, living about in the moment and, focusing on the next.
Thank you.
Great. Shannon, I want to ask you about the depth in the Opals squad. A few players coming in, fresh to the squad, making debuts, and the squad looks like it clicks together really well. A lot of the players are at the WNBA. Just a touch on that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it speaks volumes to the depth that we have as a nation, and how strong, obviously, the Opals have been over a long period of time. And I think, we do. The girls have clicked really well. I think probably outside of maybe the first 2 days of practice we had in camp last week, I was a little bit unsure with what we were going to look like. But ever since then, they've clicked in really well. They've picked up the system we're trying to play out of, and they've bought into the concepts we're using as well. So I think you can see it out on the floor, just how willing they are to share the ball, move the ball, find the right person. And hopefully we can just continue to build that and develop that over the next week and see where we get to. But it's been great. I think it's awesome for some of these girls to get an opportunity to play with the Opals, and I'm excited, to see some of them hopefully stamp, put a mark and sort of stamp himself in the squad moving forward and give themselves a chance, hopefully, at the Olympics if we qualify.
Well, beautiful. Thank you, Australia. This press conference is concluded.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.